Choo Choo, how the fuck is it going? Apologies if I sound funny, I am recording this while my throat feels like it's deep-throated a toilet brush. That's not why it hurts, I think. I just have some resident bacteria squatting in my esophagus. I have a cold, is what I'm trying to say. I don't just randomly deep-throat toilet brushes. Unless you want me to. So about 2 weeks ago, I was recording the Resident Evil script, and I was like, oh my god, thanks for 8k subs. Well, fuck that guy, he's a loser. Not like me, 9k subs, who is me right now. Yeah, there's been a lot of channel growth recently. If you're new here, please don't leave. I promise it gets better from here. And I don't deep throat toilet brushes. Speaking of toilets though, a toilet told me to play this game, so yeah, thanks for that, toilet. Load up Choo Choo Charles, start a new game. Welcome to a boat in the ocean with a guy who doesn't understand the social etiquette of too much eye contact. I feel like if he looks any deeper into my eyes, he's going to be seeing out of my arse. You are, well, you don't actually have a name, but what you lack in nameage you make up for in shit that you're good at because you're a monster hunter / archivist / museum curator. You must have Asian parents because one career path isn't enough for you. Anyway, Eugene here has asked you to come and deal with an overgrown spider cosplaying as a train with the promise of letting you hang it up in your museum. Step onto the island where Eugene tells you there's a train up the hill which you're going to use to kill Charles. The train spider's called Charles, by the way, in case you didn't get that.
The train's just up the hill. I'll wait for you up there.
Can't we just go up together? I mean, it's not that far. Why the fuck is this old man so fast? You might be wondering how you plan on using a train to murder a giant spider. Well, you're going to use it to disguise yourself as a train spider, then you're going to accidentally bump into Charles in a coffee shop before laying down some god-level riz, get his number, go out on a few dates. He will begin to trust you. After some time, he will invite you over to his house, you go and make sweet spider train love, and then when he's sound asleep, that's your time to strike.
That gun you were looking at sure looks fun to use.
Or you could just shoot him, I guess. What do I know? Get on the train with Eugene and set out to find Charles, which doesn't take long since he's creepily waiting in the tree line like an actor waiting off stage for his scene. He takes one look at your shiny train whistle and immediately begins performing a mating ritual that unfortunately Eugene gets caught in and dies. Man, he was a cool guy for like 5 minutes. After that, Charles runs away, presumably to let you speak to Eugene one last time before he bleeds out.
Please, you need to find the eggs. I hear that Charles is allergic to an omelet.
It would appear that your gun has the stopping power of a Nerf bullet when it comes to spider trains, so you're gonna need better stuff to do the killing. In the meantime, it makes sense to upgrade your train to withstand Charles's aggressive mating, using scrap which you get from doing jobs for the people dumb enough to live on this island home to a murderous spider. Basically, you become an errand boy for these f***wits, when they should really just be giving you the scrap for free since you're here to liberate them from the oppression of a train cosplaying spider. While searching for scrap to glue onto your train, you come across this bitch who gives you the details on Charles and how you're going to end his career, more specifically that he's a non-believer in skill-based matchmaking and won't fight you if you hurt him too much. So in order to get him to fight to the death, you need to find the eggs because eggs are good for making spider trains fight. That's a weird sentence. You're probably thinking, oh, why haven't they done this already then? Well, there's a mining company on this island, and the owner, Warren, has placed the eggs under armed protection because, you know, all business owners are evil and want money or some shit. I'm sure there's probably a way to profit off a train cosplaying spider. Maybe start like an Instagram page or something. Anyway, you head into the first mine when you find this guy who managed to set his house on fire in the rain. He was making a flamethrower to use on Charles. I guess you could say he was successful, but to get to the flamethrower, you need to put the fire out. It just so happens that there's a big water tower directly above the house that pours directly onto the house. Yeah, easiest mission ever, and now you have a flamethrower.
Finally, you reach the mine, home to the first egg. As the thunder crashes, you make your way to the mine entrance. All at once, the tumultuous sound of the rain ceases, leaving only the delicate ambience of the mine as you explore deeper. During your descent, you remember the words of the residents on the island.
Oh, Warren put some armed cunts around the eggs, so you best be careful.
Words proven correct as you hear a distant whistling, unmistakably produced by someone definitely holding a gun. Probably. You're known for many things: monster hunting, archivisting, museum curating. Unfortunately, sneaking is not one of them, and you're spotted. A man with a mask gives chase, wielding what appears to be an M12 Browner 4th issue Mark 7 gigafuck semi-automatic rifle, the best on the market. You carelessly stumble through the mines, looking for an exit as the masked man continues his pursuit. There are few things in the world that can best such an adversary, a big fuck-off train being one of them. For some reason, this Warren person only told one guy to protect it, which was rather silly when you're dealing with an unnamed monster hunter protagonist. You continue your questing for scrap and weapons, which leads you into many rambunctious activities. This lady is complaining about a ghost leaving its drawings lying around the place, so you start ripping them down so she can burn them. Someone hated on an artist in Germany like this once. I don't think it ended very well. I should probably mention that these missions involve you leaving the safe confines of your train, and should you get caught with your pants down in the open when Charles is around, then you can be sure he'll use you as a pre-appetizer. You see a guy working on a rocket launcher that looks like it'll do more damage than the pea shooter you've been using up until now. He asks you to go find some ammo for it, and when you
you do, just gives you the thing. So apparently they won't give you the scrap without a minimum of 12 months community service, but a rocket launcher you get for free. Yeah, okay, makes sense. Next door to Rocket Man, you find Greg. He's a guy that does things like give you keys to one of the mines. He thinks that Warren is protecting the eggs to raise an army of trained spiders for world domination. Real sort of tinfoil hatter stuff. At least the mine he was talking about is just up the road. When you get there, you have to sneaky beaky past the guards. There's more of them than the first mine, so I assume Warren is learning his lesson after you stole the first egg. But that doesn't stop you from taking the second egg and escaping. As you get closer to fight time with Charles, it makes sense to prepare some extra traps, like you're a child at home alone on Christmas trying to defend your house from some burglars. Eugene's son Paul tells you to rig a bridge to explode when Charles walks across it and gives you a key to a temple. No, you're not going to a place of worship to ask for forgiveness. You learn from this guy that the temple can apparently be used to fry the eggs, make an omelette, and because Charles is allergic, he will try and stop you, forcing him into a fight to the death. He also gives you the key to the final mine. You can get one more weapon in preparation for the big battle. This woman, I think, gives you half of the gun that her husband was making while the other half is being held captive by Warren's goons. In a game with ghosts and trained spiders, I find this woman having a husband the most unrealistic part of the whole thing. With enough guns to rival the average American home, you get the egg from the final mine and head to the temple. While Warren's men are guarding this place, they are suffering from an illness which makes them patrol a certain route, allowing you to easily sneak into the temple where you find the egg thing. The egg totem. The place where you put the eggs. As you're about to place the final egg, a voice calls out.
Hold it right there, mister. You're not about to fry those eggs, are you?
Well, yeah, I heard Charles doesn't like omelets.
I'm gonna have to ask you kindly to put the egg down. You don't know what you're dealing with.
I'm dealing with a big train spider. What do you mean?
Okay, maybe you do know. Allow me to rephrase it. Put the fucking egg down.
Whoops, my hand slipped.
What have you done? You've doomed us all.
Yeah, you start cooking up one dirty omelet that's so fucking good that Charles shows up ready to cancel you on Twitter for triggering him. In fact, he's so angry that he starts taking Tren and doubles in size before chasing you back to your train, only briefly stopping to eat Warren as a show of dominance. I don't know how you're supposed to kill him in this situation since your bullets didn't really hurt him before, but now he's like an anime protagonist using the power of friendship to fight. As you're laying your weapons onto his face and gluing more scrap onto your train to stop him from splitting it in half, he starts teleporting around because it wasn't enough that your bullets hurt him less than a warm bath after a long day at work. Anyway, after a fight that felt longer than a 60-second plank, Charles starts to show signs of being fucked. Just in time for you both to reach that bridge you rigged to explode. He tries to chase you across it, but that's difficult to do when there's a terrorist attack happening underneath you, and he gets pinged into the air. He's still alive, though. I don't think this fall is gonna kill— Oh my god. Who left that spike there? I mean, I'm not complaining, but oh wow, I think I'm gonna puke. Hello, it's me again. I don't usually do end bits like this, but I thought it was necessary since a fair bit has happened between starting the video and now. First of all, Happy New Year and all that bollocks. Second of all, it looks like by the time I actually get this video uploaded, I'm gonna be on 10,000 subscribers. So I just wanted to thank you all for that. I've also started getting very nice comments from you, and as a person with crippling self-esteem issues, that really makes my heart feel less cold and dead, so thanks. I wish I could make these videos faster, but I work full-time and there's a long process behind these things, so I'll keep going as fast as I can, but you know, there's only so many hours in a day, and most of it I spend wanking. And yeah, thanks for 10,000 subscribers. Here's to like 20,000 or something, I don't know. That'd be cool. Okay, bye.